Hi, Nugget. Do you want to say hi? Hi. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, look, I've been teasing you with this for long enough. We are making it today. Brand new soap for us for this year. It's a compliment to Snowy Forest, which is amazing. I will link this video in the description so you guys can go back and watch that. I've already shot the video. I'm not going to remake that video, but link will be in the description. Both of these soaps will be available November 2nd on Etsy. Link is also in the description. Peppermint. Everybody has been asking for peppermint, 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 peppermint. And so we did it this year. This is super easy. There's nothing complicated about this. The fragrance notes on this is a Nature's Garden peppermint fragrance oil. Fragrance notes, pure, crisp, I think it says pure, crisp, clean peppermint. And that's exactly what it is. This is, it's gonna wake you up in the morning, that's for sure. So we're gonna go a little less, a lot of people out there are doing peppermint with the red and white or red and just classic traditional peppermint. We're gonna go more of the Andes mint kind of green. And this is essentially that. I am gonna lighten this a little bit with white. We're gonna do a very dark green swirl in there. Not very dark green. I'm gonna lighten this as well. I'll show, you'll see that. And white. It's really not a complicated soap. It smells absolutely amazing. Again, it's beautiful. It's playing off of Snowy Forest. It'd be a good combo pack. November 2nd, noon Eastern time. You guys can get those. We're gonna leave the shop open all the way through November. So the shop will actually be open from November 2nd to December 2nd. We're gonna shut it down for about 4 days and then reopen the shop on December 7th. That'll still be, again, noon Eastern time. We will run the shop in December all the way up until the post office gives us their cutoff date. The post office says, if you do not have your packages to us on this date, by this time, we cannot guarantee those for Christmas delivery. So we cut off the night before that. That gives us time to get everything packed and to the post office in their hands before they're cut off. So that's how November and December are gonna run. We are still gonna have a lot of pumpkin and apple and all the other favorites you guys love, along with the peppermint and the Snowy Forest. Both probably two of my favorite all time, for sure. Beautiful, beautiful, and they smell fantastic. Let's just get, look, I fail at this transition every time. I don't know how to transition from talking into making soap. So let's make soap. Nothing crazy in our soap. Olive oil, coconut oil, our goat milk. We milk the goat, filter the milk, freeze it in ice cube trays, because ice cube trays generally are about 1 ounces per well. So it gives you a nice measurement. You can just do, if you need 10 of these. Lye, which is sodium hydroxide. This is a true lye soap. So olive oil, coconut oil, goat milk, lye. We use sodium lactate. This is a plant salt as a hardener, mica colorants, and all body safe tested fragrance oils. So when we're shopping on Nature's Garden, we're making sure that it's body safe tested, phthalate free, and good to go. So soap. I'm gonna skip some of the boring processes, as you guys know. You don't need to see me stirring lye for 20 minutes to melt these cubes to make the milk lye slurry. We don't add water, we don't supplement water at all. Whatever natural water is in the goat milk, that's the only water in the soap. This is my super epic handy dandy drawing. That's it. Works for me, that's all that matters. Pretty sure I had the camera pointed up so you didn't actually see me pour the milk cubes in the bowl, but there they are. Lye, And I'm literally just gonna stir this for like 20 minutes. So the lye starts reacting to the fat and the moisture and the goat cube and the milk cubes. And all those little lye beads start clinging to all the little fat molecules trying to make soap. But this is really boring. So I want to talk to you guys about this. We do have a melt and pour, and we try to avoid melt and pour products in our soaps, but we really wanted to bring you guys this effect and this amount of detail with a goat milk soap, with a very low minimal ingredient goat milk soap like ours. We don't use any nasty chemicals, so it's exceptionally difficult to pull this detail. And so we found melt and pour, very clean, very, how do I want to say, it has the softness to it. Hopefully what it'll do is it'll melt at the same rate as the soap so that you don't get an awkward thing sticking out of your soap. It'll still get you clean, but this is very clean, very soft, pure melt and pour. Actually comes from the UK, made in the UK. So good standards, good quality. And we thought we'd give it a try. So this we can pull with goat milk soap. But when you're trying to get that, you guys can see how intricate the details are on that. When you're trying to pull this off, all these little pieces are moving and separating. Look at that. And trust me, we tried, guys. We tried many variations of our soap, trying to get it to work and not pull apart. Basically what you would do is you pull this off and all the little fins on the outside of the snowflake there would just come with the soap. So I tried several different options. It didn't work. And so we went with the melt and pour. But it's good, clean, high quality melt and pour, so it should be very good. Olive oil. Coconut oil. You just keep stirring. You just keep stirring till all the little cubies are melted. You put the lime in the oil, coconut. All right, soap is happening. Okay, so we're going to cut this by 4. So we can make lots of colors. Oh, I way overshot it. It's 1. 2, 3, 4. Go down the line here, 1 there, 1 there. There's the green. This is actually our Kiss of the Irish green. Thought it would make a nice start for mint, and then we lighten it a little bit to give it that true minty color. The Andes mint green. Why was red chosen for peppermint? see all your mints are generally like red and white when it's peppermint. Okay, this is super simple, but it's going to kind of get a little fast and furious here. See how that went from the dark green to the pale? This one might be a little more challenging, guys. Hopefully get you guys down here like this, so you can kind of see what's going to happen here a little bit. I'm going to totally block you. I'm going to pour that white down there so it kind of swirls around in the bottom a little bit. And I'm going to slow my roll and let it come up on top. Like that. And then I'm essentially going to try to reproduce that on all four corners. Down in the bottom, slow down, let it come up on top. Down in, slow my roll, come up on top. Same thing over here, punch down through. Because when I'm pouring, I want to make sure that I have white from beginning to end of pour. And then I'm just going to make a little bit of a mess. I'm going to slop it around in there a little bit. If you put it all right here, you will get that pour, but when that runs out and you start getting green from back here, you just won't have any white in your mold. It's not perfect. I'm not aiming for perfect. I want little white swirls here and there. I want green swirls here and there. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Punch in, and then let it come up on top. I can draw some white in there. I'm okay with that. Same thing. Now just make a mess. So no rhyme or rules or anything here. Just trying to get those patterns to kind of swirl around a bit. So you can see them coming out together. A little bit in that one. That looks good. I'm gonna bring you guys down like this. It's not perfect, but probably a little better. This one, I'm going to fill just a tiny bit. My white's not doing what I want it to do, so I'm just going to kind of, not crazy, just kind of swoosh around in there a little bit. doing what I want it to do. It's just, I want it to do different things also. Just gonna put a little bit in the bottom of this one. Like that. And why this one's kind of fun is I don't think I've placed a snowflake in the same place in any of these yet. So there's no rules, like I said. So I'm just gonna pop this one here on this side. This one's gonna be up high. This will make sense when I cut it for you. Do you wanna go in the middle? Let's go kind of in the middle. Might have to push it down a little bit because it's close to the top of the mold. And then this one, let's go sideways. Let's get some craziness going on. So all different heights, wherever you want them. And I don't think I've poured the same amount of soap and placed the snowflake in the same place once. See how that one's kind of crooked? That one's in the middle. That one's down there in the bottom to the left. Cool. Told you, nothing crazy about this. Pretty simple. I'm gonna come back down. I'm just gonna cover that. I'm always afraid I'm gonna run out of soap. I'm just pouring along and I'm like, I am not gonna have enough soap. Oh, I just dripped it on the floor. Last one. Oh no, got too fast. Too fast, too furious. Okay guys, so they're finished off. And I'm gonna give that about 10 minutes to set up and then we'll texture the top. Okay, so you guys know we always finish the top of our soap with some sort of texture, something cute. So it's not just plain like our oatmeal. It's just kind of high topped a little bit. We put some oats on there, drizzle it with some gold mica with olive oil. Galaxy, little swirly. Queen of Hearts gets a heart on top. A little bit of texture there. Even our plain Jane is not plain. So I was kind of thinking like chocolate, candy, peppermint top would be, I don't know. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. So if you see, I touched this once right here with this, which I made. I took a air fryer skewer and just bent it so I would have full boop, 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 like that. So that's what you guys are gonna see. I don't know if I can do it without blocking the camera. Maybe I've learned how to shoot video. So I really liked just the tap. And again, I started out with these lines being perfect. And I was like, it's not perfect. Candy doesn't have to have a purpose. It's not candy, it's soap. So I thought I'd just texture the top. And I don't know what to reference to say what this is. It reminds me of those little wafer cookies with the little cream filling in the middle. So that's how I decided to finish it. I think it's super cute. And really just because the soap is kind of tacky, when I touch it, you can see it's sticking to the bottom there. So when I touch the soap, it just pulls up a little bit. And then I'm just kind of freehanding some lines on there like that. Some of them are going to be the right angle, some of them will be not. But when you get down to the individual bar level, it doesn't really matter. Now, some of y'all might get a batch because I went on my I went between my cut lines here and I did a crossbar like this all the way up. And then I did a crisscross, but I thought it was too much. It was too messy on top, too many lines. So I just like this little cross hatch. I think it just gives it that little bit of texture on the top that it's needing, because it can't just be flat. It's not pretty. We try to make pretty soaps. See if I can get you in a little bit closer there. I just like it. I don't know, like a quilt pattern or something. You guys can leave it in the comment. There you go. We will be back in 18 to 24 hours to cut these bad boys for you guys so you can see inside. It has been 18 to 24 hours. So we are gonna cut these little beauties. I know my soap cutter is a mess right now, but I've been cutting mad amount of soap. So like the same day I shot this video, I made 120 of these. And 60. Everybody likes the tink. So let's get into these bad boys. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This one's in the top corner. Look at that, it's so cute. And it just matches back to the snowy forest. So you guys will have a nice little display if you want of soaps. Tea light actually shines right through that. This is a regular lighter, but if you had a little tea light behind it, like one of those LED tea lights, you could make a very cute little Christmas display with your soaps. And I'll try to do that, something to that effect when I shoot the photo for Etsy for this. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Very, very cute. I love this soap. The peppermint smell is off the charts. It is epic. It will wake you up in the morning. Beautiful simplicity. As you guys know, each batch is hand poured, so every soap might be a little bit different. So you can see the difference there just in these two. Got some light spots, some dark spots, different swirls. Just beautiful. Absolutely love this soap. Love the smell, love the design. Super cute. But don't forget about snowy forest. Oh no, I've gotten soap on it. See? Just cost myself time and effort in the cleanup process. But there you go, guys. Frosty Peppermint and Snowy Forest. That's going to be your Christmas soaps. Done. Beautiful. The thumbnail you see in this video will be the Etsy photo, so should look the same. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.